Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Amy Mantis, and today we're taking it way back to early days of my guitar playing and talking about the gods of rock, AC/DC. What is there to say about AC/DC that has not already been said? They're amazing. They are so good, and I have a theory that most guitar players will go through at least two major hubs, to use an airport analogy. Jimi Hendrix, because it's Jimi Hendrix, and you play guitar. If you have a guitar and you don't listen to Jimmy, I don't know what you're doing. The second hub is AC/DC. Now, why AC/DC and not necessarily like Led Zeppelin? Well, you probably get to that one too, that's also a major hub. But the thing about AC/DC is that those riffs are just so good. They are so good, and you know them as soon as you hear them that is an AC/DC song. If you go through their catalog, their records don't deviate a whole lot from each other, and that's great. It's okay. I think it actually is great because those guys know who they are. They know what their fans want. They know what they want to do, and they just kept and keep pumping out the hits. I discovered today, I missed it, that somehow in 2020 they released an album called Power Up. It's not bad. It's actually quite good. So let's talk about 5 relatively simple AC/DC riffs that you can play pretty soon into your guitar playing journey. We're going to go with the first one that I learned, and I probably first heard it consciously in the movie School of Rock, which is largely why I play guitar, and that was Highway to Hell. It's when Jack Black is having the young guitar player Zach copy him. He plays a few songs, and one of those songs is Highway to Hell. Now I know what you're going to say. Amy, you're playing a Strat through a computer. This is not AC/DC at all. No, I don't have an SG. Even through a Strat, it still sounds so good. Even through just the Logic interface with a stock amp, that riff sounds so good. Let's do it again. And what makes it playable for new guitar players, novice guitar players, there are 3 things. Number 1, all downstrokes. You don't have to do a single upstroke. It's just so if you can do that, which I bet you can, you can play Highway to Hell. Another thing, number 2, it's in one spot. You don't have to move your hand really at all, which when you're starting out, always a bonus. Thing number 3, it's just really fun to play. Now, you might be saying, Amy, you can play that as a power chord. You could, and to be honest, I'm not sure what Angus does these days. I learned it this way. And I like it because of how you get that continuous right in the middle there. You don't have to worry about a shift in tone. Also, power chords are hard. This just outlines the G chord, and then you throw an F sharp below it. 2nd fret to 3rd fret. And your fingers are going to naturally mute that A string for you, so there's a lot of benefits to that. So that's the first one. I don't know if it's necessarily the easiest one, but it's the one that came to mind first. Number 2, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Ferocious. And similar to Highway to Hell, all in one spot. We do have one more chord than we had before. Actually, we got a couple more chords because we're in a different key now. That other one's an A. Now we're hanging out in E. Probably the two most commonly used AC/DC keys are E and A. So, Dirty Deeds, E power chord. I'm gonna let it hang because I think it sounds cool. Then you just grab G on the 3rd fret of the low E string. You can give it a little tug if you want to. A little snarl. Not a lot, you don't want it to be. That's not what it is. So it's E to G, E to A, then E back to D. And that's the intro riff. That's the bulk of the song. I have a video about why you should learn songs all the way through, and I fully believe that. But sometimes you just want to play a riff, and when you're getting started, these are great tools to have in your pocket. Okay, riff number 3, similar to Dirty Deeds, another earlier AC/DC tune, TNT. Chorus. Pow, pow. Now, why do we like this one? Number 1, it's awesome. That's the only reason why you ever have to like something, is because you think it's awesome. And I think all these riffs are awesome. Practical reason, number 2, you don't have to go anywhere. Reason number 3, it's pretty simple. E, grab G again, they love doing that, go to A, then reverse it, and then go back. It's a back and forth for 12 bars, I'm not sure how many bars it is, but that's the verse riff. It's the whole riff. The whole way through. Reason number 3, all downstrokes again. You can add some upstrokes in there, you can embellish it. Like that one. But you can play it just as well with all downstrokes. That was lame. Another thing, I didn't mention this earlier, is one thing about AC/DC that they do really well. They teach you how to stop the notes, because a lot of their riffs have pauses in them. It's not just... No, they're tight. That sounds a lot cooler than... Or back to Dirty Deeds. It needs that attitude. So we have Highway to Hell, we have Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, we have TNT. Number 4, we're gonna go with the Mac Daddy of them all, maybe. Come on. Does it get any cooler than that? Now, I play with upstrokes. You can play it with all downstrokes, but this one's a little bit harder because it really does sound better and is played with the down, up, down thing. Professional guitar player, the down, up, down thing. With all downstrokes. you can do it. But this is a great one to work on alternate strumming. You stop it, nice and quick. It's 3 chords. It's an E power chord, a D power chord, which is even easier to play than a D chord. That's not how it sounds. Too happy. And back to that A, which has been in every single one. Highway to Hell, Dirty Deeds, TNT, Back in Black. They're very repetitive. It shows you that you can be repetitive and be awesome. And you should be repetitive. Songs by nature are repetitive. Great solos are very repetitive. You repeat your ideas. They're not always the same, but you repeat your ideas. Again, very clean, very snappy. All right, this last one, a little bit less well-known, a little bit more unknown, not as well-known. Probably a degree harder or 2 degrees harder than Back in Black. Jailbreak. Actually, it's probably a lot harder than Back in Black. There's a lot of things going on here. Number one, your right hand is going the whole time. Because it's not this. That is a simple way to play it. We also, number 2, have a hammer on. You grab the open 3 low strings, and then you throw your finger down to play, yet again, an E power chord. And you go to D, to A. I don't think there's a G in there. Hold on. Okay, definitely no G in there. Okay, so Jailbreak is definitely the hardest of these 5. It's the one that has the most movement between the chords. It also is the fastest. It also requires a hammer on. But again, 3 chords. E, power chord, D, power chord, A, power chord. Play it slow. That's a really great song from 1976, so fairly early AC/DC days. So those are 5 riffs, probably looking back in ascending order of difficulty, maybe swap Dirty Deeds and Highway to Hell, but in general, they scale up. And while I fully believe and want you to go learn the rest of the songs, start there. Riffs are wicked fun to play, and the beauty of the AC/DC riffs is that they are the bulk of the song anyway. Like, the Back in Black riff is the Back in Black verse. The Highway to Hell intro riff, guess what? Highway to Hell verse. The TNT intro, TNT verse. Jailbreak, it's the whole thing until you get to the chorus. The only one that doesn't have that is Dirty Deeds, which is just, it has, I think it's just an E chord. Oh, D to E. Having trouble in the high school head, it's giving you the blues. Oh yeah, it's this. Actual power chords. But that's for another day. I'm not sure what they actually are, but This is not a slight on AC/DC. You can just throw those 3 or 4 chords in a row and you're probably going to get the song. Not sure the second. Probably that. I hope this was fun. I hope that you find deep joy and satisfaction in playing these riffs and getting them right. Like, the beauty is they're so clear to hear that you know if you're getting them wrong and you know if you're getting them right. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again real soon with something else for you. Probably that video about why you should learn songs all the way through. Cheers. I forgot how good that one is. My God.